Oh man, I waited far, far too long to review this thing. Look, there's even like dust up here. Well, I have my reasons for waiting so long to review this thing, although I think everybody and their grandmothers reviewed it at this point. It's really just a combination of work, and another big thing that's going to be happening is I'm actually moving out soon, hopefully within the month. So it is going to mean that, for the time being, honestly, there's still probably going to be a lull in the videos, their upload time. But in the future, it should mean more time to record videos because I'll have a set area to record videos, no interruptions, anything like that. And yeah, so in the future, it's going to benefit. But for now, videos uploads are still going to be a little bit slow still. But let's go ahead and finally review the PS Vita. Alright, so when I pre-ordered it, I got the really crazy bundle with the free case, or they call it a limited edition case, the 4 gig memory card, the free copy of Little Deviants, and it's the Wi-Fi and 3G model, blah blah blah. So, let's go ahead and take a look at it. So this is the case it comes in. It's pretty fancy. It's like a hard shell case. I got my USB cable in there. Got slots for cards. Honestly, I don't like these slots because they are kind of annoying to take the games in and out of. I haven't really found a good way to do it because they don't stretch open too much. So it's like you gotta kind of like push them out. Yeah, I don't know, kind of annoying. But I got Little Deviants in there. There's a reason why it's not in the PS Vita. And the system itself. So we'll get this out of the way. The USB cable doesn't want to fall out. And let's go ahead and wake this thing up. I should probably move the light out of the way there. There we go. So the lock screen is pretty cool. It is a touch screen, and the battery's almost dead. To unlock it, you kind of grab this page back, and you can play around with it. Whee! Yeah, just kind of fold it towards the left like that. I was playing Uncharted. Uncharted is an awesome game, and I will get back to that, but we'll just leave that running in the background for now. Yeah, I fully charged the battery about a week ago, and I played it maybe twice, so, well, I mean, I guess it's in standby, so, and the Wi-Fi is on, so honestly, that's not too bad, I guess. I got some notifications in my notification area here. This is the live area. I forgot the name. Thank you, this, for reminding me. The touchscreen is really sensitive. I mean, my thumb was not touching the screen just then when I hit that, and it went ahead and opened it. I guess that's a good thing. I mean, it means it's easy to use. But it's a pretty... I don't know what I'm doing. It's a pretty unique interface. You've got pages that go up and down, and the icon, all your applications and whatnot are these little bubbles, and you can move them around to other screens if you want to. And then if you go to the right, you'll see everything, if anything, that's open in the background. So you've got, basic stuff like Welcome Park, that's a tutorial. It has some kind of fun mini games, I guess. That get you used to the touchscreen, they get you used to the rear touchscreen. Party, I forget what the party was. I think it was something like you make avatars for yourself or something. I don't even remember. Let's find out. Might as well keep the glare out of there as much as possible. Waiting for my Wi-Fi. Do. Okay, so it's basically like kind of like a group messaging kind of feature. Basically, if you have friends added to your friends list in the PlayStation Network, you can do like a group messaging kind of thing. But there's a separate thing for that as well. Honestly, I don't have any PlayStation Network friends. Can't really test that out. PlayStation Store, buy other stuff there. Near, that's pretty much like the Street Pass feature from the 3DS. Pretty much the same idea. Honestly, you can see where your friends are, like what games they're currently playing, or you can just go to friends there as well. Blah blah blah, trophies, your achievements, photos, you look at photos, big surprise, web browser, music, videos, basic stuff like that. Even has Google Maps, which is pretty interesting. Doesn't do any GPS navigation or anything, unfortunately, but you can, put a to and a from destination, and you can get, typed out directions. It's not going to be something you can mount in your car, and it'll give you full turn-by-turn. Remote Play is interesting. That's for games that also work on the PlayStation 3, that work for both this and the PS3. You can have them playing on your PS3, and literally just bring the game right over to your PS Vita and continue on there. Or in certain situations, you can use the PS Vita as a really expensive controller for your PS3. So that's pretty cool, I guess. I mean, if you have both, it's cool that they, have features like that out of the box already. This is the 3G model, so there's an option to set up the 3G. Honestly, I didn't even bother because the plans are so expensive, like, $30 for however many megabytes. I forget if that was even a gigabyte. And the fact that most game downloads are around like 500 megabytes, what's the point for anything other than web browsing? So I didn't really bother with that, but it's there. I got the 3G model, so the hardware itself is really well built, really put together. These indents where you would grip the PS Vita are interesting. Sometimes I find myself resting my fingers in there, sometimes not really. But for some games that use the back a lot here, you're going to have to get used to holding it, like that with your fingers there. Because if you are holding it here like this, you're going to be triggering a lot of, back panel touchscreen stuff. So, yeah, kind of annoying. But 2 joysticks, finally. And the joysticks are really nice, only beaten by the 3DS's slide pad. They don't push in, so there's no extra trigger buttons in the joysticks. Speaking of the trigger buttons, they're kind of interesting. They're not as floaty as they are in the old PSP, if that makes any sense, but they still have that floaty kind of characteristic, if you get what I'm trying to talk about. I can't really put it into words. And sometimes it does seem like if I hit the button, it doesn't always register, so kind of interesting. The control pad is awesome. Honestly, it's really great. The face buttons, they're too far apart. I like, on the old PSP, they were closer together and bigger, but they had more of a mushy feel. These have more of a solid click to them, but they're a lot smaller, a lot farther apart, so kind of annoying. Select and start, they're not down here anymore. What else can we talk about? Oh, there's your home button right there. This will take you back to the live view area, or change the view and show you everything you have open. So we'll go back to home there. So, nothing else really covered about hardware other than, well, the camera, it's like 1.3 megapixels. What's the point? The battery life on it is actually, it's not bad. With the Wi-Fi still on and the brightness at a medium setting, I can get like 4 or 5 hours straight of gameplay. Kind of annoying that the battery's not removable, so you have no option to put an extended battery on like I did with 3DS. But whatever, it is a 5-inch screen, Wi-Fi and 3G, and it's got its quad-core whatever processor, so I guess it's not too bad considering. I found out this is like an accessory port, by the way. In the unboxing, I called it a doohickey, or whatever. And then there's the game slot in there. I have Uncharted in there right now. Let me go ahead and show you Uncharted while I still have that on my brain. I accidentally opened the web browser. See, the touchscreen on here is really sensitive. I didn't think I was anywhere near it. Here, let's go ahead and... I started a new game on hard mode. Oh, grenade, grenade, grenade. Run. The graphics in this game for a handheld console are absolutely fantastic, and the screen on this is really nice too. The screen on this console is great. It does look better in person. I am in, gunfire combat right now, so it's kind of hard to adjust the white balance on my camera. But I forgot if it was X or O that hides behind the rock. And aim for the head. What's kind of nice is as you're aiming with the L button, you can either aim with the right joystick or just tilt the system. Whoa. I like how they're running from their own grenade. Oops. Almost dead. Hide behind the rock, hide behind the rock. Okay. Hide behind here so I don't die. Oop. Let's try some hand-to-hand combat. There we go, got him. Got him with some melee. That wasn't a sentence. Alright, wait until I heal up. Once the screen goes color again, you've healed up. I like how this shows if you're getting hit with guns, if you're getting hit with bullets, just hide behind a rock for like 10 seconds until you feel better, and then you're fine. But this is a really great game. The storyline, the story's great. The cutscenes are really great too. The cutscenes are in-engine, and the graphics are just fantastic. Music's good. Game doesn't feel too long or too short. I beat it on normal mode, so now I'm trying to beat it on hard mode. But I'm not really doing too good. I'm trying to hold it a weird way and play it through the viewfinder at the same time. Trust me, I am better at this game than I look. But definitely, if you have a PS Vita, I would recommend that app. Oh God, I've been using smartphones too much. I would recommend that game hands down, without a doubt. On the other hand, the game that came packaged with this system, Little Deviants, not my favorite game at all. Imagine, how's the best way to describe it? Imagine Super Monkey Ball, but instead of being able to use physical buttons, or at least that I saw, I didn't see an option to use it. Instead of being able to use physical buttons, you have to use the back panel to move the ball around, and what it does is wherever you touch, kind of creates a bump in the the ground rather, where the ball's traveling. I burped, I apologize. And you roll it around, that way. Kind of hard to get used to, and it seems like, I don't know if it's just mine or what, but sometimes it seems like when I insert a card, this thing doesn't always seem to recognize that I put the card in. Let's try it again. I have no fingernails. There we go, there's the blinking light. That happens quite often, I have no idea why. But I barely change game cards, so I guess I'm not too concerned. But, yeah, I just wasn't happy with the control scheme of this game. I found myself literally just moving the joystick in the hope that I can just move the little character with that instead of having to do this awkward control. I mean, it's one thing to have to use a touchscreen where your finger's in the way, but to use a touchscreen that you can't even see at all, not exactly any better. I had an itch. Of course, the shiny black is a fingerprint magnet. This game takes a while to boot up. Well, Uncharted does have a decent amount of load time, too. The only reason why it booted up right away is because I already had it open and in the background. I downloaded some demo games, too, like Wipeout. Wipeout's a really good game. The demo only gives you one level. But, man, the load time on it is absolutely horrendous. I understand the graphics and whatnot, but the quad-core processor and the fact that all the storage is flash-based, whether if it's coming off the card or the memory card, I mean, I just don't understand the load times at all. Alright, so let's see if I can show you what the gameplay is like here. Yeah, I think I played one level and I didn't even finish it. I just couldn't play it anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna pause it, see if there's any way in the options to change the control scheme. But, I mean, this game was a pack-in, so I guess I can't complain too much. The graphics are really good, bright, colorful, really smooth. The frames don't lag. Let's see here, options, effects. Yeah, at most you can. Okay, there's a tilt option, but it's grayed out. Honestly, I think I would even take the tilt controls over this rear touch panel nonsense. So, I'm touching the back of the PS Vita. The land is morphing, making the little ball roll around. And, yeah, I didn't even collect any stars, I just went straight to the finish. So, it works, but really, I just want to use the joysticks instead, I really do. I'll finish this last level. Get all the stars for some bonus points. I think there's one behind the house, but I'm too lazy to look, so. Oop. See, it's annoying too, like I'm trying to get the timing right so I can avoid this enemy, but the controls, I'm going back and forth just trying to get a feel for it. Here, I'll do one more level. I'm trying to keep the light out of the shot, I'm sorry. Alright, so I already got the key, but let's get some stars first. Come on. It's just very awkward, and the way you have to hold the system too. There's some health, but I think I already have full health, so it doesn't matter. I don't have the volume turned up much, just so it doesn't, it's not too loud, but the speakers on this are pretty loud too, actually, hardware-wise. Alright, so that's Little Deviants for the most part. It's alright as a pack-in, it'll do. But it also plays old PSP games, like I downloaded Mega Man Maverick Hunter X from the PlayStation Store. Daxter, I downloaded that. I've played that on UMD format too, but it's a good game. I don't think I ever beat it though. I got pretty far, but I just stopped playing it. Downloaded the Wipeout demo again. Wipeout's a good game, just the load times. Mod Nation. Mod Nation's pretty good. Good kart racing game. But again, the load times. Reality Fighters. I don't know. I was watching Ashen's review of the PS Vita. I didn't get the chance to play Reality Fighters, but I did download it. Basically, imagine Face Raiders for the 3DS, where you take a picture of your face and you become a character in the game. But instead of like a space shoot 'em up augmented reality game, it is actually augmented reality. So you use those little cards that came with it. I can't find the PS Vita box right now since I'm going through all my stuff right now, so I don't remember where I put that. But you put the augmented reality card on the table, and it's a 2D fighting game with 3D graphics with your character that you made with your face. With the demo, you get like to do one level or fight against one or two different people. Seems like a pretty cool game. Honestly, I just never got the chance to playing it, and I figured you guys would rather want this video first instead of just waiting for me to play one game. So, Netflix. This does have Netflix as well. I mean, Netflix is Netflix. Not really worth talking about that too much. The only annoying thing, really, is the price of the games on here. I mean, again, I guess I'm just used to, a world of smartphones and app stores and, Google Play markets and whatnot. So, I guess I got used to their prices, but you might as well get all your PS Vita games on the card format, because chances are, if they're not doing any kind of sale on these in-store, you could probably find them for cheap on the internet. Whereas if you buy them and, digitally download them, not only do you need a card big enough, because like I said, one game can be anywhere from 4 to 800 megabytes, so the card can fill it pretty quickly. I mean, the 4 gig it came with, you need that for system data too, or save games, to actually save your progress. Some inbuilt storage would have been cool for save game progress, but whatever. I guess they want to make it easier to get to the card. And of course the card format is proprietary, so you do have to buy the special PS Vita cards. I mean, they could have used the M2 cards that the PSP Go used, since I guess it wasn't too popular of a format, but I guess they would have at least already maybe had the card, but then with this they came out with a whole new format, and bleh. So yeah, well, here's a good example, Plants vs. Zombies. You can get Plants vs. Zombies in the PlayStation Store, but it's $14.99, really, for the same game. I mean, I got it for free from the Amazon Marketplace on my Android phone when the Amazon Market, around when it first came out. But I think without it being free, it's no more than $5. I think it's like $2 or $3 maybe. But on here, it's $15 for the same exact game. With the inclusion of trophies now, because it's on the Vita. Is that worth the extra $10 premium? I don't know. I guess I'll let you decide that. But you can download the same PlayStation Mini games. The cross-play games, those are the ones that work on the PS Vita and the PS3. But games like Uncharted, they're on here. Again, I would recommend Uncharted, but I would recommend getting it in card format, just so you can possibly get it cheaper. Let's see. I'll click on it. A lot of the games do have free downloadable demos, which is nice. What is this for 99 cents? Treasure map pack. Allows you to add a full set of treasure maps instantly. Huh. Detailing the... Oh, it's like, for $1 you can get a map of pretty much where all the treasures are in the game. Okay, that's pretty cool, I guess. I didn't even know that was for sale. I guess I didn't really bother looking up Uncharted in the store. But see, there's a free demo for free, obviously. Okay, that was $39.99 not too long ago. So now it's up to $45. And the full game, 3.2 gigabytes. So this one game, combined with save data from it, would pretty much fill up the whole card, because knowing these cards, it's probably not a full 4 gigs, it's probably like 3.7 or 3.6. So not only, keep your memory card free and possibly save money by just downloading or buying the PS Vita card. Don't bother downloading the app, because as far as I'm aware of, they don't really do sales on them, or heck, they raise the game up by $5. So yeah, I can definitely swear that was $40. There's Ninja Gaiden, $35. Michael Jackson's The Experience, $35.99. Lego Harry Potter, $40. F1 2011, $40. Yeah, save money, get them in card format, buy them like on Amazon or something. I could pretty much guarantee they'd be cheaper. But, I mean, judging from the games I've had the chance to play, especially Uncharted, can't recommend this game enough. The demos I played, they're pretty fun. The console itself is nice. I mean, the web browser works pretty well. It's compatible with a lot of websites, and if I'm right, I believe it had YouTube compatibility as well, but I'm going to double check before I wrap up this video. Let's see here. You do have to use the touchscreen. Oh, something I forgot to mention when I was in the store, how I was navigating it all to touchscreen. That's because it's the only way to navigate it. You can't navigate it at all with the control pads or the joysticks or anything, so it's kind of interesting that they don't give you all the options. But I think YouTube works, but we're going to double check. Alright. Let's just pick something random. I mean, I'm pretty sure this doesn't handle Flash content, but if I'm right, it does at least have special support for YouTube, or did I just lie? Yeah, it doesn't support HTML5 or Flash. What if we go to the mobile version? m.youtube.com. Maybe this will work. Alright, oh look, there's the same video. Okay, let's see if it works in the mobile website version. Nope. There's nothing. The website's not loading anymore either. So, pretty limited web browser, I guess. I mean, maybe Google will come out with a specific YouTube application available in the PlayStation Store for it. I don't know. But, yeah, that's the web browser. So, in a nutshell, I didn't want to show off every single thing the PS Vita can do, but I just wanted to give my general opinion on it. Honestly, if you're a big PlayStation fan, I would recommend it. Me, I'm more of a Nintendo person myself, so I do like the 3DS better. I still find myself playing Mario Kart 7 on Wi-Fi a lot. But it is an overall good console, and, it's got a lot of features. The hardware is powerful, so it does deliver some, pretty good-looking games, at least. It does have a lot of options for input, with the rear touchpad and all. And, yeah, honestly, otherwise, overall, a lot of O words. It's a pretty good console, and that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.